Okay, hello, welcome. Can you hear me okay? I'm on the new laptop today. So I'm in between laptops at the moment because I got a new one for Christmas. So just checking all is good and you can hear me and see me okay. Welcome. This is day three of The Changing Woman. So how's it been so far? We have covered so much. It's been quite a lovely process, a lot of uncovering of stuff, experiencing stuff, learning stuff. It's been really quite a journey. So I just want to know how you are, that you can hear and see me okay. Let me know. We're here. Thank you. Good. Lovely. Thank you very much. Got a thumbs up. Welcome to my sacred space. Yes, this is my sacred space where I come to do my own practice and my own meditations, etc. And I felt today that rather than being my normal studio space where I teach from, it's been a really funny kind of day. Both me and my partner, we have had such a slow day today. I was up at 4:30 doing my usual Kundalini sadhana that I do every Saturday, and it's like a 2.5 hour beautiful ceremony process thing, and I did that. And normally I'd then go back to sleep about 7:30 for it, and that didn't today. I've just had the laziest day, being in the bath, reading, and even he went out for a walk this morning. He's come back and we've just been so lazy, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring everyone into my sacred space today, and this is where we're going to do day 3 from, right here. So talking about sacred space, I'm also going to be sharing with you today, after we've been through what changes when we start to listen, after we dive deep into that, I'm going to be opening the doors to the Radiant Woman and telling you all about that and what is available for you if you want to take this work a little bit further. Okay, so that's coming up. And just as a little inside scoop, module 1 is all about your own sacred space, where your own sacred space is. So, but more on that later. Okay, let's ground, let's arrive. Let's come to this place. So just close. Oh, it's nice. I can lean against my bed. So just close down your eyes. Have a tall spine. And just breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Breathing all the way into your belly. Just letting yourself land here. Feeling the weight of your sit bones on the earth. Top of your head reaching up to the sky. Let your heart be open. Open to receive whatever wisdom, whatever joy comes through this afternoon or this morning, or whenever it is that you're watching this, if you're watching the replays. And just letting you know, those of you on the replays, I see you. Thank you for your comments. I see you. So lovely to have this connecting energy. Okay, bring your hands together at your heart center. Let's rub the palms. And bring them to still. And we're going to tune in with Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. So take a deep breath in to begin. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath we're going to squeeze the root lock. So pull up the muscles of the pelvic floor, pull your navel in and up and hold. Exhale, release. Take both arms up to the sky. Have a lovely stretch, reaching up. Inhaling. Bring one hand down to the side, opening up the side body. And the other way. Coming back to the center, bring both arms up, looking up, leaning back slightly. And coming forward, stretch forward. And coming up. Okay, so today's all about the body wisdom and really tuning in. So as we've been saying over this week, this transition period, this time in our life is actually a time to really celebrate, to move forward with joy, and curiosity is really, really lovely. You know, these changes can be a beautiful thing. We are so much more in tune with ourselves now than we ever were, even though a lot of the media and a lot of the culture is like, oh, well, it's just a horrible time and it's uncomfortable and it's this and it's that and, you know, you're getting old kind of thing. But no, that's all changing now, all changing. And it's all changing from your mindset, from how you tackle this and how you deal with it. And to deal with the physical stuff that goes, because there are the physical changes as well as the mindset, we use Kundalini Yoga. We use that to nurture our nervous system, to make ourselves feel whole again, to listen to the body, to go inside and to uncover the wisdom that has always been there. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo means I bow to the divine within me. So every time we tune in, every time we come to our mat and do our yoga practice, that is what we are tuning into. We're aware that we have this wisdom inside of us, that we have this teacher within us. We're born with everything we require to navigate this life. Our soul knows. So when we come to a quiet place and when we come to our yoga mats or our yoga practice, because I'm not even on a mat here, but I can still practice yoga here, we go quiet and we uncover that wisdom. So I want to ask you a question. Where's my notes today? So we're going to go quiet and I want you to consider this. If your body could speak freely, what might it ask for? Okay. If your body could speak freely, what might it ask for? Just close your eyes and just let that ruminate. I'm just going to type it in the chat as well. Not the quickest typer. Peace. Yeah. Peace. What does peace look like to your body? Okay, so this is getting out of the head and getting in the body. What might peace look like? My body asks for space. And to me, that's space of time to do what I want, to take things slowly, or go and do something I really want to do, and to have that space, that white space in my time. So what does peace look like to your body? This could get emotional. The last few days have become emotional. There's been uncovering of stuff. So just allow that to happen. Stillness, quiet, rest, ease, and grace through any effort. Beautiful. I love that. Grace through any effort. Yeah. So going back, yesterday we were talking about pushing, no longer pushing through, so that we can still have the effort, but have it gracefully. Love that. So it goes more with the flow. It feels more aligned rather than hard, rather than tough. It's got that more feminine edge to it, that feminine side to it. So it feels more aligned and comfortable. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, Amanda. Lovely. Okay. So we're going to look a little bit into our body wisdom, your intuitive intelligence. And I've got my notes here. So I'm sorry I'm not looking at you, but I don't want to miss anything. Okay, I've got important stuff here. So on day, we mentioned the 3 stages of the woman. There's the maiden, there's the mother. Whether you become a mother or not doesn't matter. It's that kind of time frame, the reproductive years. And then it's the elder, the wise woman, or the crone. And there's honestly just, because of culture and stuff, those 3 descriptions sound like, the old witch in a Disney movie, don't they? But it's not. She's wise, and she's beautiful, and she's radiant, and she has the wisdom and the knowledge. And I was on a call yesterday with some like children's yoga teacher conference. And we were talking about our visions for this year, and one of the things we want to bring in. And one of the women said, "I'm going to have a pause before I say yes," and that became a thing, like people pleasing and stuff like that. And there was a few of us on the call who are 50 or over, and we said, "Oh, do you know what? It comes a point where you can just go, no, 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 it's fine. I don't need that pause. I just know it's a no." You start to know whether something is really aligned, whether it's a hell yes or it's an absolute, if it's not a hell yes, it's a let me think about it and I'll come back to you and weigh it up. Are you a people pleaser? Are you somebody who says yes a lot? Or are you going to now stop this pushing, stop this people pleasing, and actually listen to your own inner wisdom and do what's aligned for you? That way you become graceful through your efforts, because you'll be doing things that are aligned with you, that are aligned for you. So the maiden, the mother, and the elder. There's a reason why this stage of life, the later stage, has been honored across cultures, because it's not a decline, okay? It's a threshold. So even though there is that decline in certain hormones, so that means that certain parts of the brain die off, we don't have as much serotonin, as much dopamine, etc. Those bits do die off, even though the brain stuff will come back. But it does happen on this threshold. We have this change. It's a moment when the body stops asking you to prove yourself and starts asking you to know yourself. Okay. The body stops asking you to prove yourself. It starts asking you to know yourself, which is something we do so beautifully in meditation, in when we're moving, the stuff that comes through when we're doing Kundalini stuff. This is not something we've lost in modern culture. It's something we stopped being taught how to recognize. So all of our influences these days come from the outside, don't they? It all comes from TikTok, Instagram, the media, the magazines, the TV programs. None of the knowledge or wisdom that we need or to learn comes from inside. At no point in school are you taught, in PSHE classes, when we do about teaching them about healthy relationships and things like that. At no point is a child ever taught, do you know what? You can sit inside, you can think about what you're feeling, you can take a breath, you can notice what you're feeling and take your wisdom from what feels right for you. And this is what we need to be taught. And this is something that when we get to this threshold in midlife, as we start to move into the later stages, call it menopause, midlife, sacred shift, whatever you want to call it, however we're, this transition, when we're coming into this point, this is what we need to be doing. We need to be really going inwards. Stop the pushing, okay, because the body's not designed for that anymore. Now we start to go inwards. Now we start to go to the body wisdom, tuning in with the body wisdom. This is known as the evolutionary shift. For much of our earlier life, hormones support growth, reproduction, productivity, and output, okay? Everything we do is for out there, isn't it? It's for others. They help us do, build, care, and hold it all together. But as those hormones naturally begin to decline, something else rises. The body no longer prioritizes speed. It prioritizes perception. How we see things, how we understand things. And that getting out of the head and feeling what's inside. The gut, your gut instinct. Okay, really coming into your intuition here. This is when the nerve. Oops, hang on, I've just missed some of my notes. I don't want to miss anything for you. One sec. This is when the nervous system becomes more sensitive. Okay, so this is why we feel like we have anxiety a lot more. And I read something earlier today that anxiety is also addictive. You know, it's kind of this pattern that you get into. We suffer with anxiety. It can get worse as well during menopause, as we covered on day one. And the reasons why is because of that there's less serotonin, and we live more kind of in our stress hormones, and the body doesn't know how to deal with it quite so well, as we covered yesterday. So, but this is when I'm hot, sorry. This is when the nervous system becomes more sensitive, not as a flaw, but as a refinement. So now your nervous system is being used to make decisions wisely. It's telling you things. It's your messenger. It's talking to you. This is your body talking to you. Your nervous system now, hopefully it's lovely and beautifully and toned and you know, balanced and safe because of the work that we're doing. And if it isn't, don't worry, because we've got the work coming that will make it toned. And so you can move gracefully through any effort, okay, and find that peace. The nervous system is now being refined, and Kundalini Yoga refines the nervous system and supports you in doing that, so that when you have got decisions to make, do you remember yesterday we covered about how the decisions that we have to make in midlife are so much different and seem bigger. It's not about buying houses and stuff. It's about, okay, what do you do with your elderly parents, and do I change my career now, and things like that. So now your nervous system is being more refined, and it's working more to help you with your perception of situations. Now you tolerate less noise. You want more quiet to make those decisions. You don't want to endure too many distractions. We're very sensitive to those distractions. We're sensitive to the noise because our nervous system is becoming more refined. And we don't accept dishonesty, not in others, in ourselves. If we're not working in alignment, if we're not doing something that feels comfortable for us, it will jar. It will feel uncomfortable. It will feel wrong. Your nervous system will tell you, because your body wisdom is stronger now. It doesn't have all of the extra stuff going on that needs you to keep reproducing or having your periods and those hormones. Now the hormones are working in a very, very different way. Without all the estrogen and the progesterone, we are becoming far more tuned in to what sits right for you right now. That sensitivity is kind of like wisdom coming online, I don't know, it's your wisdom coming up. This sensitivity is your wisdom. So when you're feeling a bit more anxious, or a bit more like something's jarring, now we start to listen. Why is it jarring? What is it I need now? And how do we go quiet, and how do we listen? I find it exciting and empowering knowing we have this knowledge to ride the waves. I know, right? I know. We absolutely do. But it's when we know that we need to tap into this wisdom. So we might be in the throes of a really busy day. In the throes of a really busy day, planning classes, planning a retreat, then a client calls and says, cancels a class or something, and we get kind of thrown into busyness. Remembering to have your anchors, or your little stop points, or your little moments to anchor you into your day, to come into your wisdom again, so that we don't fly on the stress hormone. Because remember that our bodies don't want to do that anymore. Our bodies are not prepared for that. It's going to make menopause trickier if we're running on stress hormone. So it's having little anchors, little rituals, little something, and that's coming, that brings us back to the present moment, that brings us back to our breath, that reminds us, like, right, come on, my inner goddess, talk to me now. What's right for me right now? And feeling it. And it's a knowing. isn't it? It's an absolute knowing. And I've said this time and time again that, so, it's like, well, how do you know this stuff? You just know. It's just a feeling. You just know stuff. It's like, yeah, this is an alignment. This is totally right for me. So when we stop pushing, we start noticing. So when we stop all the pushing, we start noticing. The brain shifts from constant problem solving into pattern recognition. So this is where your little anchors, little rituals are going to come in. This is what you're going to go, as soon as you start to feel that cortisol coming up, you're going to go, whoa, hang on a sec, I'm going to boil the kettle and I'm going to do a tree pose, or I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm just going to take a breath and I'm just going to connect with me. I'm going to do one of the rituals that works for me, that brings me back, that taps me into this knowledge, so that I know what's going to happen, so that I know the right way to go. You begin to sense what's aligned and what isn't, that knowing, what drains you and what nourishes you. So we spend years making the same mistakes, don't we? Not mistakes, that cycle, that pattern, that cycle, dun, 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 always making, that's our negative mind. That's your negative mind keeping you safe, keeping you alive. If you've done my classes or any of my workshops on the three aspects to your mind, your positive, neutral, and negative mind, the negative mind is it keeps you safe. It's like a filing system that's gone, okay, yeah, we've done this before, we've felt this emotion before, and we survived. So yeah, we'll do that again. Okay, we fall into those patterns. It's like, you don't want to do anything new. You don't want to change pattern. That's scary. You don't know what might happen. Okay, but your brain will start to notice those patterns. Okay, and it will notice. You will notice. Your inner wisdom will go, no, not anymore. That drained you before. Now let's try this. You'll begin to sense who feels safe and who doesn't, who is draining your time. Okay, remember, we're less tolerant now. Doesn't make us rude. It makes us have good boundaries. This isn't mystical, it's biological. Okay, it's not mystical, it's biological. The body conserves energy by becoming more accurate. So when we feel tired, overwhelmed, burnt out, it's because we're wasting energy on something that's not in alignment with us. It's probably because we're pushing through, or because we're spending time on people that are draining us. So our energy is going to the wrong places. So by being accurate, we'll save energy. And accuracy looks like intuition. Yeah. So if I say it's not mystical, it looks, when you're accurate, when you're doing something that's right for you, that's aligned for you, it's your intuition, is your body wisdom talking to you. They all work together. We are this incredible, amazing being that is so connected to so many energies. And when we get to this point in life where we can really go inwards and really pay attention to our body wisdom and really listen, and it doesn't take lots of time, you can know in an instant whether something is right or wrong. You just need to trust it, and trust that tug, nudge, trust it, trust yourself, trust your intuition. This is where you're going to learn. So we're not the same person we were. Remember, we've been doing this all for the last 3 days with the changing woman. We're not the same person we were in our 20s and 30s. We are new now. Our body wisdom is louder now. We are more connected to our body, and we can trust it. Really trust it and have fun with it, because now we've got nothing to lose. Now it's fun. Now life is fun. I'm sure it was fun before, but it's even better. It's getting even better. So the authority of the listening body. This is why so many women say, I don't want what I used to want. I can't tolerate what I used to tolerate. I see things so clearly now. It's not moodiness. It's not us being grumpy. Okay. It's us being really honest. Yeah. We don't stand for dishonesty anymore. It's us being honest. It's a discernment. So much better. The listening body can become a decision-making body. You waste less time. When we talked about spending time on things that drain you, don't need that. You waste less time. You argue less with yourself. I want you to really start to trust that niggle. Yeah, I want you to really start to trust that feeling in your belly. Maybe it's in your belly, maybe it's in your heart. When you've got a decision to make, or if somebody asks something of you, can you go to your ritual, take a moment, listen to your body wisdom, and then make the decision. Trust the first signal, because that's nearly always the right one. It's when we start to talk ourselves out of things that we get really, really, the negative mind will go, oh yeah, listen to me. No. I'm going to listen to my negative mind, my positive mind, and my neutral mind, which is my perceptive, menopausal, glorious, wise mind. Will connect to the gut, will connect to the heart, and from there I will move forwards. And I will make the decision with my deep inner knowing. Is this all landing? I hope so. When you ignore this phase, it hurts. But when you honor it, it becomes powerful. And as you said, Manu, it's exciting and empowering knowing that we have this knowledge within us, this wisdom at our fingertips, or this wisdom in our heart space to ride this roller coaster of a life. And thank goodness it's a roller coaster, because all the time you're feeling, you're healing, you're moving forward. And one of the quotes I had in my class the other day, it was that at all times, the universe and source is moving you towards magnificence. As a soul here living this experience, at no time is something moving you towards something just for nothing. You're either being moved towards something for growth, for your highest good, and all of that ultimately is towards magnificence, even if it doesn't always feel great. Take a breath, connect to your inner wisdom, go with the flow, don't fight it, trust it, honor it, and it will become powerful. So, identity. I've been doing quite a lot of work on identity lately. And again, there's going to be some stuff about identity. Identity really shifts in midlife, doesn't it? Because we have lots of labels. You're like mother and anyway, we have lots of labels. And then when your children leave home, or maybe you change your job, or identity shifts, your identity changes. Who are you? Who are you now? And you ask yourself, who am I really? Who am I now? You go from managing life, maybe growing a career, maybe growing a business, raising a family, being a wife, being a partner. You go from managing everything, now you're inhabiting it. Now you're actually living it. Because it's for you now rather than for everybody else. Now it's just for you. You go from pushing through, which is something that we do in our 20s and 30s. Now you can move with precision. And this is where, again, coming back to that inner wisdom. Now, if you're going to make a decision about something, now if you're going to change your job or go traveling or go on holiday or move house or make a decision or anything, you can do that from precision. You can do that with your inner wisdom. If you wake up one morning and you're feeling really anxious, which we will do, of course we do, you know now to sit with it and feel it and experience it. And your inner wisdom will let you know where you're going to go next or what you need to do that day. Is it I need to have a stretch on my mat? Is it I need a bath, a walk, sex? Yeah. Anything that you need, your inner wisdom will tell you what to do if we can tune in. And from there we go with precision and accuracy. From asking, what should I do? Now you go knowing this is right for me. This is right for me. Is it a hell yes? If it isn't, I'll have a little think about it. Okay. And this is the woman who is the radiant woman, the woman who knows what's right for herself. She's not louder. Okay. Hang on. She's not busier, but she is clearer, quieter, and more rooted in her truth. And the work that we do together, supporting this natural evolution, it's so that your wisdom isn't drowned out by exhaustion or noise. We talked yesterday about not pushing through. Today, we're talking about the body wisdom, which will allow you to go gracefully through any effort because you will work with more accuracy. You will know what is right for you. You know to take the moment. You'll discover your rituals that work for you, that bring that answer up quickly so that you know quickly, this is right for me. I know you don't know that now, but you will do. If something in you recognizes any of this that I'm saying, that recognition is the wisdom, recognizing that your wisdom is your guide, is your Google Maps through life, you're the radiant woman. Right. Let's do a little bit of experiential work, because as we know, Kundalini is experiential, just so that you can feel what your mind already knows. Okay, so let's come into, if you need to have a little bit of a shake, I'm actually sitting on a hard floor and I need a little bit of something under my butt. Okay. All right. So sitting tall, just close down your eyes for a moment. Take some breaths. And we're going to do a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. So bring your left hand into Gyan Mudra and just pop that on your knee and bring your right thumb up to block off your right nostril. You're going to breathe in through the left nostril only. Using the third finger on your right hand, block off your left nostril, release the right and exhale. Inhale. Block off the right, release the left, exhale. Inhale. Switch nostrils, exhale. Continue with this pattern, switching nostrils after every inhale. I'm going to go quiet so that you can go within. And finish the breath you are on, and relax your hands down. Just take a moment to be really still, go inwards, and ask your body any question you want. Don't overthink it. Allow your own wisdom to come up. And if there's anything you want to share at all, please, please do, please share. Remember, there's no right or wrong. This is your deepest inner wisdom coming through. We're going to bring our hands together and interlace the fingers. And then it's as if you're trying to pull them apart. So you're creating a little bit of tension, pulling them apart. Take them up to the sky as you inhale. Follow your hands up with a really big, deep inhale breath. Exhale, just twist one way gently. Come back to the front again. Bring those hands together, pulling them apart. Inhale deep. Stretching them up. Exhale the other way. Coming back to the side. Trust. Such a powerful word. I love trust. Thank you for sharing. Let's just do another little side stretch. Trust, trust, trust yourself. That deep, deep, deep inner trust. Yes. Okay. Bring your hands to be cupped in front of your heart space like this. Okay, but mine are down here, so you can see them on camera. So they're just at your heart space, a little cup. We're going to inhale through the nose and then breathe out through the mouth in a long blow. Okay, every time you do it, blowing into the hands, and you're looking into the hands, think of something you're grateful for. And try and make it something different with every breath, because it will build up this lovely kind of wealth of gratitude. So inhale deeply through the nose. Breathe out. And then finish the breath you're on. And you're going to bring your hands full of all that gratitude into your heart space and breathe all it in deeply. Exhale, relax the hands down. Just take a moment. Just notice what you notice. What feels possible now? Okay. Now, this is the work that we're going to continue doing if you want to continue this work through the Radiant Woman, about, growing and dealing with all of this roller coaster of life. I'm going to try and share my screen with you because it will just make it easier. Hoping. I've never done it like this. Okay, so I'm hoping you can see this. Oh, the picture's not quite straight. The website has just opened today, so it still just needs a little bit of changing and adapting. So the Radiant Woman: no more burnout, no more stress. Imagine feeling whole, radiant, and inexcusably joyful every single day. This is a 6-week sacred journey for midlife women ready to feel like themselves again, reclaim calm, restore sleep, and reignite confidence. It's a deeply nourishing Kundalini Yoga journey designed especially for women in midlife who feel tired, wired, disconnected, or unsure of who they are becoming. And if you are craving rest, clarity, and a sense of coming home to yourself, this space was created for you. So, things might look fine on the outside, but when we get to this point in life, inside, your mind might not switch off at night. Sleep is broken, restless. Your body feels different. So, like more aches, less energy. I know I'm certainly experiencing that. Confidence has quietly dropped. Okay, so not like you just notice that change. You feel a little disconnected from yourself and you know that something needs to change, but you don't know where to start. It can feel quite disorientating when we get to this point, but it's not because something is wrong, as we've been discussing this week. It's because something new is asking to emerge. This is a reset. The Radiant Woman is a remembering. It is a sacred pause. So over the 6 weeks, this will support you to calm your nervous system, sleep more deeply, feel at home in your body again, rebuild confidence and self-worth, restore energy and vitality, reconnect with your inner wisdom, create clarity for your next chapter, and just feel amazing. It's a life-changing journey to reclaim calm, confidence, and connection during midlife. You can arrive feeling stressed, tired, unsure of things, maybe a little fearful of the future. But by the end of the 6 weeks, you'll feel more calm and emotionally balanced, rested and supported, confident in your body and presence, reconnected to your mind, your body, and your spirit, and clear about what you want to do next. I know what's right for me now. I'm making aligned decisions. So, what can you expect during this program? Well, from day one, women feel a noticeable shift after their very first practice. You can feel calmer, lighter, and more centered. And I'm hoping that you've already experienced that in the Changing Woman with the breath practices that we've done and some of the movements. Within a couple of weeks, with the lifestyle tools that are shared in this and with the weekly practices, you can experience improved mood, reduced stress, and more consistent energy as short daily practices build momentum. So, like, these are short daily practices. We are not putting more on your to-do list. By week 4, you're more likely to have better sleep routine, emotional balance, increased confidence, and a deeper sense of self-connection. And by the end, you will have had a complete inner reset, calmer mind, deeper rest, renewed confidence, and a personal toolkit that you can use for life. You won't just feel better, you'll know how to support yourself in moving forward. So, how it works. It's designed to feel like a 6-week mini retreat, but woven gently into your life. So every week you'll get a 20-minute teaching lifestyle video on whatever the theme or the module is for that week. Okay. And it offers understanding, reassurance, and intention. You will also receive daily practice options. So you can choose what fits your energy. So each week you'll receive 3 practices, a 5-minute, a 10-minute, and a 20 to 30. Okay, so some are shorter, some are longer. They're either 20 or 30. We'll also be having some live sacred circles as well. We'll have one in the in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. And there's going to be different tiers as well, depending on what support you need. So there will be other ones as well. Each week, you'll receive a journal prompt and a lifestyle ritual guide. So depending on what the theme is, you receive a full guide as well to work through and worksheets. So the modules are: week 1 is about arriving and creating your own sacred space with grounding rituals and commitment. You'll learn how to create a sacred space that supports your nervous system and anchors your practice. This is where these little things come in each day when we're feeling the tension start to rise or we're starting to feel a little bit out of alignment. This is where you will learn to get those anchors that will bring you back and keep you safe. Week 2 is all about identity, self-compassion, self-inquiry, and reconnecting with who you are becoming. Getting away from the roles you used to have into the woman that you are shining into. Week 3 is about the physical body, the changes that happen. And this is also, there's a big focus and a worksheet on sleep and sleep rituals and sleep hygiene on this week as well, because sleep is really important for the body to rejuvenate. Gentle Kundalini practices to support your energy, get your balance, and get your rest in life. Week 4 is the mental body, so calming the mind, getting rid of anxiety, any overthinking, and again, your nervous system care. Tools to quiet racing thoughts and create that inner steadiness for you. Week 5, we're focusing on confidence and connection. You will already have noticed a huge change in your confidence and connection anyway by the work that's been done before. But this really focuses on self-worth, body image, and radiance. And there will be practices to strengthen your sense of self and that inner glow. And then week 6 is about moving this forward, redefining your path and becoming the woman that you are becoming. It's about integration, vision, and your next chapter. A powerful closing week to clarify what's next and how to support you long term. We'll also obviously have a closing life circle and celebration. Why this is different, it's not just yoga. Okay, and it's not a quick fix. It's designed specifically for midlife women, so from the age of sort of 40 and above. It's gentle but deeply effective with Kundalini practices, short, realistic daily options. Okay, so it's not about 2 hours on the mat or masses of self-study or anything like that. It's short little practices that are powerful and work. It's a sacred supportive container. There's live connection. You're not doing this alone. And there's tools that last long after the course ends. By the end of it, you'll have a personal practice library, sacred rituals that you love, a clearer sense of who you are now, and confidence in how to support yourself. Okay, this is for you if you're in midlife and feeling off or disconnected, you're tired of pushing through, you're open to yoga, breathwork, mantra, and reflection, and you want something gentle and meaningful and transformation. This is your invitation. You don't need to become someone new. You need space to remember who you are already. The Radiant Woman is that space. So, this is the first time I've run it in this format. So, because it's the first time, it's kind of like a beta. So, I'm also going to be wanting some feedback from you as well as you go through the program. So, there's 3 different tiers to have for you, whichever one works for you. So, there's tier 1, which is the sacred journey. And in that, you get the full 6-week radiant journey. So, of course, the 3 practices every week, the teaching, everything that I said before, you get all of those. You get the weekly teaching, you get the complete little workbooks, the journal prompts, the lifestyle rituals, you get a sacred shift toolkit, you'll get the opening, the midway, and the closing lives, and lifetime access to these always. Okay. That is at the moment available for £88. That's for the whole 6 weeks. Price will go up on Monday to 111. If you want a little bit more, there's tier 2, the Radiant Path. And this is for women who want a slightly deeper integration and more live connection. You get access to weekly live Kundalini Yoga sessions, which are every Tuesday. You'll also receive an audio mantra and nervous system reset bundle and extended post-course integration guide at the end. That's 177 and going up to 222 on Monday. And then if you want the full package, which also gets everything else, plus you get a private 60-minute one-to-one path forward session with me, and you get one-to-one voice note support during the whole course, which will be gentle with boundaried guidance and support you. That is 377, and that goes up to 444 on Monday. So that is the price. So you choose which tier works for you. The dates of the live calls are on Mondays at 10 a.m. So there'll be one on the 19th of January, one on the 2nd of February, and one on the 23rd of February. If you take the Radiant Woman mentorship, which is the full package, then we'll work out the times for your lives. And the live Kundalini classes are at 6 p.m. every Tuesday. So there's some little bits of testimonials there. You can have a look. I will pop the link to the page in the comments. Oh, no way was it a black screen? No way. Oh, no. Well, I hope you heard all of that. Let me just put the link in here. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, the shame of it all. Gosh. Hang on a second. I'm guessing you could hear me okay. The Radiant. Where am I? I'm hoping this works. All right. So I've popped the link in there, but I'll also pop it in an email to you afterwards as well. So it's all in there anyway. But I hope you can hear my voice. But yeah, so that's I'm back now. Can't believe it. Thank you so much for sticking around there and looking at the black screen, Amanda. I really appreciate you so much. Really appreciate you. So grateful. Thank you. I'd never shared on YouTube before, so I wasn't quite sure how to do it. I think I probably should have put it on a different time. Anyway, it's done now. I've put the link there. And also sound perfect, like listening to the radio. At least it wasn't me going like, oh, as I'm scrolling through the page and looking a bit gormless. It wasn't that. Anyway, the link is there, and I'll also be emailing it to everybody who is part of the Changing Woman list. You'll also be receiving the email to have a little look and see. So anyway, thank you. I've gone on a bit longer today, but I really wanted to share this with you. I have these last few days have been really transformational for me, being able to understand how this is such a wonderful time that we really can just accept where we are, know the biological changes that are happening, and stop pushing through, stop forcing, taking time, taking space, and not having to feel guilty about it or explain it, because that is exactly where we are meant to be. This is exactly the women that we are becoming. Yeah, the ones who know that we have this time, that we have this space. And this is just like our rite of passage. It's really exciting, really excited. And I'm so gassed that I get to do the work that I do and work with amazing women every day who are doing this stuff. And we're at this point in life and embracing it and moving forward. So with that now, thank you, Amanda, for all of your support in the comments. Thank you so much. Thank you to those of you who are here as well. And I know I'm also sometimes one of those who's on a live, but I just take it all in, but I don't go into the comments. But so I see you too, and I really love that you're here and here with your energy. So thank you very much. Thank you to those of you on the replays as well. Thank you for your support, for listening, and I really hope that I get to see you very soon and get to see you in the Radiant Woman. Lots and lots of love. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your energy. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Manda. You are gorgeous too. Thank you so much. I can't say thank you enough. Okay, but I am going to have to go. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. Lots of love to you all. Take care. Bye.